I'm gonna enjoy a day off basically. I'm really excited for like a full-fledged practically day off and excited to just put some makeup on my face. But more importantly, I am so pumped because it's the first live that I'm gonna do where I don't have to hide or not show you the new brushes because I've been hiding them for a year and a half and I've just been so anxious and so excited to share them with you guys. So today's gonna be the first live, the first one. Hi Paulina, hi Julie, hi Joe. All my friends are on. Good morning, you guys. Oh my gosh, everyone's coming on. I am so excited to see you guys. So excited to see your familiar faces. It feels like I'm not alone when I see like I love when I recognize your guys' faces. I recognize a lot of your guys' faces based on your profile picture. Some of you don't have profile pictures, but I still recognize the name. So all of you guys, I'm so happy to see you. Welcome. I see Nancy, I see Dina. Lou is on, Victoria. Bijou Girl is on. I know it's late for you, so thanks for joining us. Nancy is on. Celine. Oh my gosh, so many of you. Good morning, you guys. I'm so excited. I have some new products I'm going to put on my skin. I have a new foundation I'm going to put on my skin. I have a giveaway. I'm counting one finger over and over again. Okay, I have a let's do that again. I have a giveaway. I have new foundation to put on. I have a new eyeshadow palette to put on. I have new brushes to use, and I can't wait because this will hopefully give you guys a chance to ask me questions in real time. Lyric from BK Beauty Social is on. Are you kidding me? Well, first of all, by the way, I made a matcha at home today because I didn't have time to go out and get one because the matcha places that I go to are so jam-packed on Sunday that I just can't, I would never, it would just be too crazy. So I couldn't make one. I mean, I couldn't buy one. So I made one. Long story short, I did a horrible job. I'm fired. I'm never going to try and make myself a matcha again because I lost my edge, apparently. I used to make really good ones at my old house, but I feel very, like my kitchen isn't fully, it's functioning, but it's not like fully functioning, you know, like I still have like a ton of my stuff in boxes for my kitchen. So anyway, long story short, I don't even know why I'm talking about this. I just want to tell you that I made a horrible matcha and I'm disappointed in myself. So really it. I'm going to be using the new Mary Phillips, the MPH, excuse me. This is the, what do they actually call this? I think it's just called the contour palette. No, I'm sorry. The Underpainting face palette. I have the light one. Nancy, I would love if your husband made me a matcha because it sounds like he is the matcha man from what you describe, and I'm so here for it. Mitch does not know how to make matcha, shockingly. But if he did, bless his heart, he'd have to make one every single day. Anyway, let's do some underpainting. Let's get this party started. Let's get this makeup look started. I want to show you something that I've been doing off camera. So I actually picked this up a few weeks ago. I have another video coming out with when I'm using this palette, and it's a lot more in detail, a lot more in depth. I'm going to kind of run through this palette pretty quickly, but the video that I'm talking about is actually going to be up next Saturday. It's going to be a whole bunch of new releases from Sephora. This will be in it, so I'll talk further in that video just to kind of let you know. But for now, I'm going to take, it's so weird to show you guys these on camera. It is so strange because I hid them for so long. But it's the N24 brush. This is like a small packer brush. Can you see that guy? It's small and it's mighty. So I'm going to just dip into this lighter concealer shade right here. And what I've loved to do, and what I love to do with a brush like this is sculpt out underneath my brow. And this palette, by the way, is very multi-purpose, very multifunctional. You don't have to do a full-on underpainting moment with it. We're going to probably do a combination of both, to be honest. Because I do plan on putting on a pretty full coverage foundation, and when you're doing underpainting, you want to stick to more of a light to light medium to medium being the max coverage, because if you use anything more than a medium coverage, it's just going to cover up all the underpainting and cancel it out and make it pretty much useless. So just going to do a little underpainting and then I'm going to do some on top, but more importantly, we'll really focus on top. So we'll do this, we'll use this palette, but we won't use it in like the truest sense of what it's intended for, which I think is fine anyway, because if you get a palette like this, I don't feel like you should be, you know, kind of backed into a corner where you can only underpaint with it. For example, I'm using this to just clean up underneath my brow like I usually do anyway. And we're gonna use the same brush, dip into this color correcting color right here. It's like a soft peach. Good morning, you guys. And let's get this color correction going on under my eyes, and I'll show you the difference between the non-color corrected eye and the color corrected one. And any questions while I'm doing something very, I know the comments move very fast and they're actually slowed down too. There's a setting on YouTube, like in the internal settings, you can slow down the comments, like the speed that they come in. And it's at the slowest setting you could do. So these still kind of go on, they pop up fast. Great question. They are going to be sold individually. Someone in our community just asked if they're going to be sold individually. They will, not right away, just like the old set. They were launched as an actual set, and then I believe it was, I want to say, you know, I'd say around like 4 to 5 months later, they were sold individually. I don't know if it'll be that long, but we'll find out. Bronze Gemini, how are you? Oh my gosh, we talk on Instagram, don't we? I feel like we do. Or maybe we just talk here. My discount code, yes, will be applicable. Why do things sound so weird sometimes when I say it? I don't know what it is. Okay, I don't know why I closed this. I'm gonna do some underpainting now officially. I'm gonna actually grab the, let's actually grab the same brush, the N24. I'm gonna just dip into this darkest bronzer. I kind of wish I bought the medium palette and not the light. But the reason why I bought the light was because I wanted the highlighting shades to be highlighting and not blend too much into my skin tone. And when I looked at the medium palette, it looked like the concealer was going to be just too matchy with my complexion. So that was the mindset. But she is going to launch some other shades as well. So we're going to do a full-on underpainting around my nose and just kind of go to town. But again, we'll layer it on top as well. How does this palette compare to the Makeup Forever? I actually, to be honest, I kind of like the texture of this palette more. The Makeup Forever one is great. It's very, very similar. I just kind of like the tones that are available in these palettes a bit more. And I like the formula, I think, a little bit more as well. So just a personal preference. But they're both great, and the Makeup Forever one is fantastic. But I do feel like you almost get too many color options in the Makeup Forever, if that's possible. And then it kind of throws you off. N22 brush. Gonna dip into this gray tone and this bronzer. Should color correction be done before or after foundation? It could actually be done either way. So either you could do foundation first. When I'm working on clients, I'll usually do foundation first, but actually there's definitely times where I switch up the order. It really doesn't matter, to be quite honest. I would just say no matter what, don't put foundation under the eyes and then put color corrector on top and then concealer, because it's going to be too many products layered and it's going to create a lot of creasing under the eye. Okay. AJ Love, I am loving the brushes. I am so happy to hear you say that. Thank you so much. We really put a ton of heart and soul into these brushes. Okay, would you recommend the kimchi powder for oily skin? Yes, definitely. I actually think it's a really great powder for oily skin types. Okay, gonna grab one of my favorite brushes, my N18, the contour brush. A lot of people think this is a fan brush, and it actually is. It is technically speaking a fan brush, but that's not really the intention and the intended use of it. It's meant to stamp into your skin a really quick contour or sculpt. But also you can use this, of course, with like wet products, cream products, dry products. And so I'll use the same exact brush to then set my bronzer or my contour. I don't really contour, you know that, but I like to sculpt, right? So I'll tap it on. You can also blend it out to get a nice natural wash of color. Okay. Helen is saying, Nikki, I'd love a video with Mitch doing your makeup with the new brushes. That would be the best marketing ever. Oh my gosh. I don't know how well Mitch would demonstrate how to use them, but I love the idea, and I think it's always so much fun when Mitch pops on my channel. In fact, he just left the house. Otherwise, he would have said hi. But yeah, I would love that. It's a great idea. It's a really fun idea. I love it when Mitch is just, I don't know, present in like in my content, because it's just fun. It's like all in the family. And if you guys probably saw by now, but Mitch shot the campaign for Vol.2 with BK Beauty. and that was such a special day for all of us. We just felt, I don't know, just it was a really, really, really special day, and we all had a great time. We had a really amazing crew of people. It was like all hands on deck, and it was just a fantastic day. It was so memorable. It's like one of those days where if I could, I would love to go back and relive it, if that makes sense. Okay, what about applying the makeup using the new brushes on Mitch? Well, you know, Maxine, I love that idea, and I've actually been getting a lot of requests lately, especially to do a men's grooming, men's makeup look. So I think I might make Mitch get a facial because he needs a facial, full disclosure. And then maybe I could talk him into doing it. And I think I can. Mitch is a really good sport. I think you guys know that by now. He's a very, very good sport. Okay, jumping back to eye makeup. I'm going to, thank you, Song. You're so sweet. Oh, and thank you for the compliments on Lisa J. Melly says, I want to say Lisa J looked stunning and she almost looked like a different person. You did look. Lisa is so, her features are so timeless. She's such a classic beauty. And yeah, I mean, Lisa's the type of person that has the kind of face that could pull off any kind of makeup look. So whether it's like really, really natural, like the glam that we did on her channel, it's posted today. I did share that a couple of times, which is more her style. She loves a natural look, but she could also pull off like the most full on, full glam. And that's a really difficult thing for people to do. Like I feel like there's not that many people that could pull off all kinds of makeup looks, but Lisa's one of those people that can. Okay, I'm gonna grab an old faithful, an old trusty brush, the N16, and I just applied Bisque from Makeup Forever, Makeup by Mario, excuse me, on my eyelid, and we're gonna do a bright purple eyeshadow look today, which I will show you the palette in just a second. It's from Hung Vanngo. Thank you so much, Jolisa. I appreciate that, and so does Mitch. But we're gonna do a bright, more fun eyeshadow look because I picked up another palette from Hung Vanngo, and I'm so excited because the color it's all purple. Let me show you it. This is the palette that we're gonna be using, and I am so excited. And then also, in case you missed it, I'm gonna do a giveaway. And let me kind of give you the backstory on this giveaway and why we're doing this giveaway. Last week, I posted an uncut video testing and trying out first impression wise all of Hung Vanngo Beauty, and it was such a fun look. And I wanted to do a giveaway for one of his eyeshadows. So what I did was a poll on, I did a poll on YouTube and also on Instagram. Quick little power to set really quick. And I asked you guys what's your favorite color combination from the new eyeshadow palettes from Hung Vanngo. Unanimously, you guys all chose the neutral one. So I bought the new neutral palette from Hung Vanngo, and we're going to do a giveaway of that palette specifically on my channel. So the details on how to enter are always really simple. It's usually just pop the code word or the code sentence in the description, or I'm sorry, in the comments of the video. And I usually announce the winner on this coming Wednesday. That way it allows people to watch the video, you know, like after it's been posted when it's not live, because I know a lot of people can't miss or can't catch the live when it's actually live. So it gives people a chance, a fair chance to all enter the giveaway. So I'll announce the winner. Blanca's on, and Blanca actually won the last giveaway. I see you, Blanca. Beautiful. I cannot wait for you to get your Naturium products. I just sent them out on Friday? Friday. Yes, so you should actually get them very soon. But anyway, I'll be announcing the winner on that day, and I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna go back to, let's get a packer brush. So I'm gonna grab a clean or a cleaner and 24 brush. All my brushes are always dirty. I cannot stop using them. So I actually gave my brushes like a little quick clean before this video started. But let's start this eye makeup look. So this is the Passionate Purple palette from Hung Vanngo, and I'm gonna do the soft, really pretty shade here. I actually used this palette last night. I attended a friend's 40th birthday party last night, and I got to use this palette, which was really fun. So this brush, the N24, is meant to pack on one color. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pack on and really saturate this inner corner of my eye. Oh, thank you so much, Andrea. Thank you guys. You guys have showed me so much like outpouring massive amounts of support. And I appreciate you all so much. The fact that you guys are sharing like my level of excitement. I mean, maybe not as close to my level of excitement, but like very, very, very close level of excitement to me and even to Mitch. It makes it all more special, and it just makes it even more of like I don't know, it's just a really special time, and we're really grateful. So really grateful to have you guys in our community. Really grateful you guys are pumped. You're excited. Oh, thank you, Dina. And that you're, I'm not crying. I'm just choked up. Literally. Sorry about that. But yeah, it means a lot to us, basically. Long story short, it means a lot to us. So just packing the same color. And I think I need a sip of my matcha. I'm so sorry. I'm like choking on air. I'm so sorry. This is the fun part about lives. You never know what kind of frog is gonna end up in your throat, what kind of dust you're gonna inhale and then choke on. You just never know. Okay, same brush. I'm now actually gonna pack on, let's do this guy right here. Can you see that color? I am thinking about getting the new Natasha Denona palettes. I'm thinking about them. I'm not 100% sure yet. And by the way, is it just me or does this palette give you like classic MAC vibes? Like totally classic MAC vibes. I am getting like legit classic MAC eyeshadow vibes with this in like the best way. So if you're just catching or if you're just jumping on this live right now, this is the Hung Vanngo eyeshadow palette in Passionate Purple. I love the way he named his palettes. Purple Haze. Yes, Aaron, that is exactly what I was thinking. I don't know if Hung ever worked at MAC. That's a good question. I know that Patrick Ta did. And who else did? Why am I not thinking of anything else? Okay, Alexis is asking, I have oily skin, but I'm not opposed to natural finish hydrating foundations. Will you compare the new Makeup by Mario foundation to the new Natasha Denona foundation in the market for a new foundation, for new makeup? Gotcha, Alexis. You're oily, but you're not opposed to a glow. So I've actually been in the middle of testing the Natasha Denona. I've worn it twice so far. I will give a full review very, very soon on my YouTube channel. Oh, Reddish Fox, congrats on the kitties. But yes, I will actually give you a full breakdown very soon. If you are oily, but you're not opposed to the glow, I think you will actually really like the Natasha Denona. But just to forewarn you, it does need to be set somewhat. It says it's self-setting, but in my experience, I didn't quite get that much of a self-setting aspect to it. So just something to call out. You'll want to lock it down a little bit. Okay, gonna jump really quick to the N20S brush. Dior matte bronzer, and just sweep this and diffuse. So this is a diffusing brush. It's meant to quite literally just diffuse a look, right? So whether you're diffusing under eye concealer, diffusing a colorful eyeshadow look, diffusing a smoky eye, diffusing any kind of eye makeup look, this brush is going to soften any lines, any harsh edges, and really give it a diffused look. How many times can I say diffused in one video? I'm sure a lot. And if you guys caught my video yesterday talking about all the brushes, each and every one, really explaining in depth what their purposes for, why they were designed the way they were, and how to use them, you shouldn't have any other questions about the brushes. But if you catch that video and if you happen to pick up the brushes and you have any other questions, please always feel free to drop any of them in any comments of these videos, and either Mitch or myself will hopefully catch the question. So I wanted to do this bronzer in the crease because although the palette is beautiful, there's no transition shade, and I like to add a little bit of warmth when I'm using purples on my eyes. I don't like it to be too ultra cool. So by adding that bronzer in the crease, it just softens that crease color. It gives it a little bit more like depth, basically. And now I can go in and do some additional deeper purples. And for that, I think I'm going to switch over to a good old faithful brush, a very dirty, actually, N13. So I'm going to have my N13. I used this last night for like a dark smoky eye, but I kind of dry cleaned it, as Lisa J says, on a towel. And now we're going to go into, let's do this beautiful eggplant, or bright purpley eggplant. These are really easy to work with, these palettes. They're very pigmented, but very, very gorgeous. Okay. Kim says, Nikki, I can't wait to buy The N19 and the N20, two of my absolute favorites. I could not be more excited with the way those brushes came out. They really came to life. And if you caught the video yesterday, I actually tried to include as many drawings as I could find of the brushes that we have in the new Volume 2 collection. So there's some hand drawings by me. I am not Picasso, so if you see those, try not to make fun of me. They're a little rough around the edges. Okay, what causes over purging? What causes over purging of skin? I'm not sure I understand the question, Sandy. Over purging skin. I think that might be more like a derm question. I'm not quite sure. Do you mean like putting just too much product on the skin and it kind of freaking out and breaking out? I'm not sure. Excited for the puff replacement brush? Yes, I cannot wait to show you that. Cut back on actives. That's a good answer, Stephanie. Okay, so if we're talking about skincare, then yes. Would you be bold to try the green palette? Yes, but I'm more of a purple girl, so that's why I picked up the purple one. Helen, I am so flippin' excited about these brushes too. I cannot even tell you. I cannot even tell you. So, Lou the Cool, cute name. Huda, One Size, or Mario setting powder. Right now, I am the most partial to the Makeup by Mario one. I think it's a really fantastic powder. But you know, I love the Huda one. It's classic. The One Size one is amazing. It's just a little bit thicker. Melanie, I'm so happy you like the hand drawings. That makes me so happy. It was definitely, it felt like I was, gosh, it felt very, like almost too personal to share them because they are like my like chicken scratch kind of drawings. And I felt very, I don't know, exposed basically in like not the best way. All right, so I'm building up the intensity. A few sniffles, I'm so sorry. The set is $1.99, Chelsea. And you get 8 brushes this time instead of 7. Pixie Dust. Oh, Cheryl. No worries, Cheryl. It is up there for whenever you want to watch it. Okay. Gonna go back to the N20. Is this one I used? Yeah. And let's just dip into a little bit of this other cool tone matte purple. We're going to use this now to diffuse the rest of this makeup, or the rest of this outer portion of the eye. Paulina, this is totally giving me 80s vibes, absolutely, but in a great way. You know, I'm excited because Hung is really bringing back colored eyeshadow, like really bringing back colored makeup, to be honest, and like bringing back like the vibrancy of makeup and like colored cosmetics. We've had a lot of, you know, neutral launches just in general, and like I myself am such a neutral girl over here. Like I can't stop with the neutrals. It's just it's my bread and butter essentially. But when I get a palette like this, it reminds me of how fun makeup is and how you shouldn't take it seriously and how you should really just, you know, think outside the box, get creative, and not do the same thing every single day, because we all kind of get stuck in those ruts, right? Where we do the same makeup over and over again. At least I know I do. So create a masterpiece where we are, oh, God, Melanie, that is so sweet. Thank you so much. My gosh. Okay, I'm missing a lot of questions. I'm so sorry. Nikki, is tubing mascara the only smudge proof and long wear mascara option? No, any waterproof, a good waterproof actually, I should say, is going to be smudge proof and like flake proof and stuff like that. Typically speaking, there are some bad ones out there for sure, but typically speaking. Okay, for eyeliner, I want to do something warm because I don't want it to be like all too cool and then like do black, because the black is going to take it to nighttime and we walk around during the day. So to kind of warm this up a bit and kind of keep it still soft, even though it's a little bit more intense right now, I'm going to use probably one of my favorite products that I picked up from Hung Vanngo Beauty. Actually, I'm sorry, this one was sent to me, but I did pick up additional products. Hold on, I want to show you. I did treat myself to some more products from Hung Vanngo. I got just in the mail recently from Sephora. So I got the palette that I'm going to be giving away, the new neutral palette. So that'll be given away. And then I did get some other goodies because I fell in love with the eyeliners. I fell in love with the lip liners, and I did get a couple more. I got the Create the Shape lip liner that I'm really, really probably going to wear. But I also got Fill It In. I got Use Your Own Judgment, Follow Exactly, and Oh, also I got this brown eyeliner. You know what? Let's do a different eyeliner just to show you something different. Actually, I was really excited about this one. It's just a classic brown eyeliner. Does anyone know if MPH palette is similarly textured to the consistency of Makeup Forever? It is very similar to the Makeup Forever. I do like the texture of it more though, like I mentioned. To me, it dries down a little bit better. I feel like the Makeup Forever one is just slightly more difficult to work with, just in my opinion. So I do like the Mary Phillips one a bit more. Okay, let me just grab this kohl eyeliner. This actually might be a little too soft, but let's see. Oh no, that's really pretty. Okay. Nikki, is Natasha Denona considered too thick for me? Would I like Yummy better? Alicia, no, it's not. It's actually not a thick concealer. It's actually very moisturizing. The Yummy concealer from Danessa is a bit thicker. So if you want less thick, I would do Natasha. If you want a little bit thicker, I would do the Danessa one. They're both amazing, but I do think that the Natasha one is more hydrating and a little more moisturizing. So if you have dry under eyes, you'll want to opt for that one. Just my opinion. I've been getting a lot of questions about the Byredo palette. If you think I should test it and get it and add it to my collection, then I will. Otherwise, Byredo is really pricey. I don't necessarily need it, but it does look like a really pretty palette. Always feel free to drop any request, any suggestions, anything you want me to try on my channel. I always want to hear from you and like what you want me to test and try. So don't ever be shy. Drop as many suggestions and requests in any of the comments of my videos, and I usually try to write them all down by the end of the week. It's kind of like a Sunday morning ritual before I get ready for like my lives. All right, so this eyeliner is actually very soft. It's very soft, it's very pretty. I'm just kind of running this all across the lash line. And I think I'll build up some intensity by just adding a darker purple on top. So let me go back to the palette from Hung Vanngo. Let me grab the N21 brush. This is gonna be like your smudger defining brush. And I think, well, there's really not like a dark shadow, like a dark purple in this palette, but let me just try to do a little bit more of this product right here, or this shade. So let me just take a bit and see if we can intensify this. Okay. Is it Maya, please? Ooh, I know. Well, I have tried a lot of her products in the past. And my snake necklace, I just saw a comment on that. That's from my girl Care Tucker's store. She just got these in. She has a silver one too that I might go back for. Lord knows I don't need more jewelry, but Lord knows I also have a massive problem with jewelry. So there's that. But I just got it recently and it's probably like my new favorite obsession. So adding that the darkest purple that I can find from this palette, which is this one right here. Adding this and just layering some more depth. And I'm seeing a question about the N20. Is the N20 brush similar to the N14? The N20S is a bit more similar to the N14, but it's fluffy. So the bristles on it, to be fully honest, let me show you up close, okay? Because there's, it's almost a mix between these two brushes, okay? So this is the N20S, it's the small one. Believe it or not, this one, the one for the eyes. And then this is the N16 and the N14. So when you look at the N20S, it's basically a cross between the two brushes. It's like these two brushes had a baby, this would be it. And this is the N20 full size. So this one's for the face, this one's for the eyes. So both are going to be your powerhouses for like diffusing. Okay, let's see. Difference between setting powder and finishing powder. Michelle, I talk about this a lot, but finishing powder is just that. It's to finish the makeup. It's for like extra pore refinement, for smoothing, also for like diffusing a makeup look. Whereas setting powder is actually that. It's going to set and lock in a makeup look. So if you want to lock in the makeup for longevity, you use a setting powder, which is usually loose powders. And pressed powders are more for like finishing touches, blurring, and skin perfecting, and so forth. I hope that makes sense. I can do a whole in-depth tutorial and video on that if you feel like you need or you have more questions on it. Now I am going to go back to that same shade that I was going to use earlier because it's darker. It's the shade Tie It Together. It's the gel one. The gel twist up pencils from Hung Vanngo are going to be the best for tight lining, which is exactly what I want to do to add more depth to this eye makeup look. The kohl that I just used earlier is more smudgeable, more movable. And those, if you put those in the inside waterline, they're going to run a lot. I'm seeing some requests. Hey, Nikki, please do the video, the August favorites makeup look. I actually posted about that eye makeup look in a separate short, like a short form video on my Instagram and also on my YouTube shorts. So you could check that out. And I call out exactly what I'm using. Okay, just doing this dark brown. Question, this is a silly question. There's no silly questions, I promise you. But how do you choose the numbers for the brushes? That I debated about for a long time. I wanted them to be obviously in a sequence, so the brushes continue on where the N17 stop. So that's where I goes from N17 to then N18, N19, N20, N20S, and all that good stuff. Persona Cosmetics mascara, really quick. And I wanted them to be just to continue on from there. And that's really like, there's really not like a whole lot of backstory, I guess, on the number system. It's what I started in the very beginning with the first set. And, you know, Lisa and Paul thought that it fit in really well. Because you have to remember a lot of BKB brushes are already numbered. So there's the Angie brushes, there's all the original collection from BK Beauty, there's their core collection, there's their essential collection, there's all their original collections, and those all have numbers on it. So when I was numbering my original 7-piece set, I looked at all those numbers and I tried to find a unique sequence of numbers to do instead. And of course I put the N behind it because it stands for my name, Nikki. But so then from there, I just kind of continue on from where the N17 left off. Oh, Talia, that is so sweet. Thank you so much. And oh my gosh, it's your first live. Wow, welcome. Oh my gosh, I hope you're enjoying yourself. They are very real, raw. They're not polished. They're not perfect. I'm in a corner of the closet doing them because I like the natural light that comes in this room. But yeah, they're just, you know, it's our time to just hang out and not be stuffy and perfect, and we just kind of have fun. So, I mean, I have a ton of fun with you guys, so hopefully you do too. All right, lashes and mascara are looking good. Let's get the rest of this party started. I'm going to try to answer more questions about the brushes because I do feel like I have left out a few. Let me grab one quick thing. Let's use, for this makeup look, I'm going to use a mix of both these Tier foundations. I have 22N Shell Beige and I have 24N Latte. I'm going to do a mix of both, okay? Matcha break. I wish I had a matcha break right now. Oh, thank you so much, Marisol. Okay. Claudia is asking, how much will your new brush set cost? $1.99 for the 8 brushes. And then eventually they will be sold separately. So just doing a pump of each, by the way. Now, what I've been liking to do, too, is taking my fingertip, which I never really do. How do these differ from the cushion foundation? They're just in a liquid form, to be honest. Same kind of coverage, same longevity. So I'm swiping this all over. Okay. Will volume 2 be available as singles? Yes, eventually they will. Just like the last time, it took a minute, but they were available eventually as singles. I'm gonna take the N20S. I've been using this one for foundation, so it's got some leftover foundation on it. Do I like the cushion? I love the original cushion foundation from Tier. I think it's gorgeous. It is like budge proof, absolutely flawless. Thank you, memes. I appreciate you. And yes, Dina, I'm all you. I'm here. I see my name popping up. I must have missed a question. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so the mask bit from Tier, the cushion one, it's a little bit thicker, I believe, in texture, to be honest. This one feels a little bit more thin. So if you want something that's a bit more breathable with the same kind of longevity and the same kind of coverage, then I think you should choose the liquid. It's also just kind of an easier delivery system, being able to pump it versus having to dip sponge or brush into it, if that makes sense. Okay. I think Lisa said $1.99. Yeah, the brushes are $1.99, but the actual value of the brushes is $2.25 because you're getting 8 brushes. So the actual value, if you were to buy them individually, would be about $2.25, but they're sold at a bundle price. So the bundle price for the whole set is $1.99. Okay. I just recently heard they're changing it and people are mad about it. Is that tier? Uh-oh. Why do people have to change foundation formulas when they're good? I don't understand. Okay. Hi, Talia. Do you like the Makeup by Mario soft setting spray and the Huda Beauty Easy Bake setting spray? I don't like either one of those. I don't feel like they do much, to be honest. Well, the Huda Beauty one, it's just a default with the sprayer. That sprayer I could not get to work. And then the Makeup by Mario one, I didn't feel like I did a whole lot to set my makeup into place, but that's just me. I do know some people that like it, so there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't feel like it's that long lasting, if that makes sense. Are you going to test the new Makeup by Mario foundation? Yes, I am. And actually, I am going to attend a Makeup by Mario event in 2 weeks in LA. And I'm really, really excited. So fingers crossed. I believe he's going to be there, which will be even more exciting. So very pumped for that. Okay, going to go back to the N18. I'm going to try to answer any other questions too while I'm doing this because it's going to be very easy for me to just pop this on while you guys are answering or asking me any questions. Dina is asking, Nikki, have you seen the teaser for Huda's colorful new powders? No, I haven't. What am I missing? I'm missing out on a lot, aren't I? Gonna dip into the Dior powder bronzer. I'm gonna lock in and kind of bring to the surface, revamp the original cream bronzer that we used earlier from the MPH palette. Should I remove my day makeup before applying my evening makeup? It's up to you. I feel like if you maintain your makeup well throughout the day and you're able to just build upon it, that's usually gonna be your best use of time, in my opinion. But if you are like left, leaving like your work day, for example, and your makeup is just, it's running down your face, it's smudgy, it's not salvageable, then I would start over. Okay, I'm just gonna further bronze up my skin. We still need to clean up my under eyes. Nikki, do you clean the new brushes the same as the old ones? Absolutely, Lauren. Same way, no different technique. They're same fibers and everything. I mean, they're similar fibers, but same techniques to clean them, basically. What do you think of the new Laura Mercier foundation? Is it worth picking up? Is it the one that's been out for a minute? Or is there another new one? I can't keep up. There's so many new foundations. I feel like I am losing track of them, to be quite honest. If it's new, then I'm not aware of it. I'd have to try it to let you know. I'd have to try it to recommend it. Let's use the Sarah Creole. It's a very expensive concealer. It's $58, but I'm going to try it, or I'm going to wear it with this makeup look. The reason for that is because I've been using my Estee Lauder nonstop. I just put some on my hand. And I love my Estee Lauder, but my under eyes are feeling a teeny bit on the dry side today. So I want to just use something a bit more hydrating to balance that out. So let me go grab another N24 brush, and I'm going to dip into that Sarah Creole concealer. I'm going to saturate the brush on both sides, just like this. Do you recommend the Hourglass palettes? I think that they're a great buy because they'll last you forever, and they're honestly really, really beautiful. Okay, so let's look into the mirror. I'm going to just sculpt and conceal under my eyes. Oh, thank you, Nancy. I know every time I wear purple, I always think I should do it more often. Anytime I wear any colorful eyeshadow, I always think I should do it more often because it is so fun, Okay, just doing some brightening, some highlighting. And the joy of using a small brush like this one is you can get in there and lay down a thin amount of color and product with ease. And then I'll show you how to blend this out with the N19 brush, which is one of my favorite brushes I've ever touched in my entire life. I'm so pumped this brush came out the way it did because they really, really nailed the shape, the density, and what its intended use is for. So it's meant to pack on under eye concealer or powder, or just pack in really quickly and really efficiently a small natural amount of concealer, a small natural amount of powder. It's just meant to pack on whatever formula and whatever finish you want really quickly. So I'm running this in a lifting angle. So lifting up, just like that. I'm going to take whatever's left over and I just want to do a little extra highlighting. This is a lighter color. This is the shade 2.0 in the Sarah Creole. So it's much lighter than my complexion. It's going to give me a nice little highlight and a boost. So just like that. So that's the product laid down. And I'm going to use the N19 brush now, which is the one that looks and is supposed to replace the need for a powder puff or like a velour puff, because it's designed to be that same triangular shape. So it's not disposable. You'll keep it forever. And basically, you know, you don't have to wash it or toss it in the landfill, like have to buy new ones over and over again. So really, really pumped on this brush because it came out exactly how I drew it. And how I want it to come out. It's literally perfection. So I'm so beyond thrilled with this brush. Okay, I can't decide between the Swan or the Fox palette. I don't even have a favorite palette design. I would say go with the color combination that's going to be best suited for your skin tone and your skin depth. So I believe on the website they'll say too which color combination is best suited for which skin tone. So that should help you out too. Nancy, I feel like you're going to love this brush. I really do. It is so easy. So I'm just tapping away, blending it in. I am so proud of this brush, honestly, Michelle. I'm proud of all these brushes. And I'm just, honestly, not to get all emo like I typically do, but I'm just really proud to be, to create something with such an incredible brand like BK Beauty. Like, they're just the nicest, most humble, most incredibly generous group of people and owners I've ever met, and I'm just really grateful to have anything with my name on with them. It's like such a huge honor. So I get emo about it every time I think about it, but I'm just incredibly grateful. So okay, Nikki, please tell me what color the bronzer was in Dior. Yes, and I'll tag it too, so everything I'm using will be tagged below, but I have the shade, I always forget, it's 10 Soft Matte. So let me finish up this blendy blend and lifty lift. Yeah, they are the best group of people. You can like feel it too. I'm sure it like radiates. Okay. I know I'm geeking out with this brush too. I'm geeking out that I'm using it with you guys. Like it's such a like crazy moment. Which is your favorite brush for the new Volume 2 brushes? That's a great question. I really have a hard time with this because there are so many that I've been so looking forward to launching and I'm just so passionate about. If I had to really, if you twisted my arm and I had to really pick, I could narrow it down to 3. It's going to be these 3, the N20S, the N20, and the N19. But I'm equally excited, though, honestly, for the N18. I'm equally excited for all the detailer brushes for the eyes and what I use for my lips, too. The N22 has been something that I have needed so much in my life for a long time. So I'm so thrilled that one's going to come out. And I'm just really excited. I'm excited for all of them. But if I had to be mean and pick favorites, I would say the N20, N20S, and the N19. But they're all great. They're really all amazing. Okay, let's do some blush before I finish up the eyes and before I like kind of look at the makeup situation and see what else we want to do. You know, there's not a whole lot of techniques being shared. I really want to focus on answering your questions and just being present. So if the makeup isn't like perfection, we're going to let it slide. It's more about like hanging out and doing a fun makeup look together. You know what I mean? It's not like that serious. But I do want to add some extra glow. So I'm going to add this beautiful pink highlighter from the Dior. This is like the more limited edition palette, I believe. It's the Backstage Celestial Glow. But this pink highlighter color is going to be in most of their Backstage palettes. So N20, the full size. This is going to give me a soft, diffuse glow. Isn't that pretty? I just love this. I'm so happy you made it to a live too. Have I tried the new Charlotte Tilbury setting spray? No, I just bought it. I will very soon though. Super duper soon. I did try the Danessa Myricks and I really like it. It is the best sprayer, period, but it's just so, so good. Hi, Joy. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Okay. We're building up the look. I'm digging through my goodies I have placed right below me right here. And I think I want to do this Made by Mitchell blush that I bought for a Nikki cut, and I didn't really get to like get the full effect. It's a really pretty soft pink. It looks really light in the pan, but on, let me actually just show you instead of talking about it. On, it actually translates as like a really soft, like neutral pink. Very, very soft pink. Yvette, I'm so happy you caught my live too. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're having fun in the chat. It's just a big old community over here that loves makeup, so we have a lot of fun. Well, you make a makeup bag for brushes. Well, yes, I would love to. Absolutely. That'd be the short answer. There's definitely a long answer behind that as well. How can you read so fast? I can't. Oh my gosh, I cannot. I'm such a slow reader. It's not even funny. All right, can you use setting powder on the N19 straight after blending out the concealer? Yes, 100%. I'll do that right now, actually. Thank you so much for the compliment. You guys are so sweet. Have you tried the new Victoria Beckham foundation? No, but I really want to. First, let me just show you the makeup Made by Mitchell blush. How pretty is that? It just goes perfect with this purple eye makeup because it's like same undertone and it's still really soft. Really, really like that. Okay, let's set the under eyes. Since I am still feeling kind of dry under my eyes, I don't want to do too much powder under my eyes. So before I do anything, I'm going to grab the N16 because I want to scoop out any creases from like laughing and talking. We don't want to lock these into place. We want to just make sure we buff them out prior to setting the under eyes. Okay. This is the brightener powder, the pressed one from Fenty in the shade Lavender. I love these. I absolutely love these. N19, so this has 100% some leftover concealer on it. If the brush ever feels wet to the touch, what you'd want to do is grab a paper towel or like a hand towel, wipe it off, kind of do like a dry cleaning as Lisa J calls it, which is so cute. Do a little dry cleaning, take off that excess wet product, dry it down. In this case though, the product is totally dry, so it's more than fine to go in immediately with the same brush and a different formula. So it's the Lavender, so it's got makeup all over it. It's a lavender pressed powder from Fenty. I'm going to just line this up right under my eyes. So triangle fits right here in the inner corner and lock it in. So that's it. So it's the same idea as using a powder puff that has that corner and like lining it up here. Same idea. It's going to press it on. It's going to give it like a really nice pore-refined look too. It does have some density to it. So if you bring it into any areas where you have larger pores, like for me, it's right here. I love to use a bit of extra powder right here to smooth the look of fine lined, or not fine lines, but pores, basically. Pores or texture, it's gonna smooth. I'm gonna bring this up. Can also sweep it up too. Okay. Obsessed. Oh my God, song, me too. Me 3, me 4 over here. I'm absolutely obsessed with this brush. It's just so easy. So what I also designed to do too is to fit right between the brows. And if you flip it up, you can easily clean up above the brow. If you're someone who likes to sculpt out their brows like me, this is a really good brush to get in there. And you can also clean up right underneath, cream contour, cream bronzer. If you go too low with any of your applications, it's a good cleanup brush as well. So powder is on. I feel really nice and set, but not in like a overly matte way. Now, any good makeup look is all about layering. So I am going to go back to add just a bit more of the Dior. I'm going to swipe into basically the peach and the pink, just like that. And I just want to add even more glow because I've been really feeling a glowy cheek lately. Sorry for the sniffles. Chronic allergies over here. It's gotten better since I've moved, to be honest, because the vents in this house are new. Like the AC vents and all that are new. So my allergies are actually 70% better, but there's still days where I'm like, the wind hits me the wrong way and I am a mess. Okay, we're gonna finish up the bottom lash line, finish up the eyes. I know we still have quite a bit to do and it's already 50 minutes in and I don't know where the time went. It's like kind of crazy. I'm gonna go back to that same kohl eyeliner that I used earlier on the top lash line. And I just wanna do some soft brown on the bottom lash line. Then we're going to switch immediately to an N22 brush. I'm going to go back to the purple eyeshadow palette. And then question from Cornelia 135, question, looking for a burgundy eyeliner, but more red than purple and long lasting. You know, have you ever tried the Pillow Talk eyeliner from Charlotte Tilbury? It's very long lasting and it's really beautiful. There's also one from Estee Lauder that I cannot remember the name of it, but I've used it in previous tutorials and it's so beautiful. If I think of it, I'll have to tag it, but I cannot think of the name of it on the top of my head, but maybe look into Estee Lauder's eyeliners because there is a one that fits that description perfectly and it's very long lasting, very long wearing. Yeah, Lisa says Victoria Beckham makes gorgeous eyeliners. She definitely does. Oh my god, you're on the wait list. That's amazing. I'm so excited. So this Thursday is when they're going to come out, which I cannot believe they're coming out. It's been a year and a half working on these brushes, which is just nuts. So nuts. So adding more purple just to round out my eyes, taking the N22 just to scoop and blend out underneath. Just like a soft diffused look. Now another brush I love is the N23. I haven't used this yet. I'm going to dip into this first original light shade. I'm going to pop this right in the tear duct. This brush was meant for all lip application, spot concealing, and also any kind of, you know, detail work on the eyes where it's hard to reach. So inner corners of the tear duct, inner corners of the eyes right here. It's going to be a really good brush for this. Okay. Question, Nikki, could you recommend something similar to the MAC Paint Pot and Painterly, but from the drugstore? Yes, Maybelline has some great, I believe they're like the Tattoo Studio gel pots. I've used them many times. They're amazing. So look into Maybelline. I believe it's the Tattoo Studio gel pots to prime your eyes. They're super affordable and super amazing. Okay, let's grab a new lip liner from Hung Vanngo that I picked up. I think we're gonna do, let me just show you both, okay? Why not? How can I not show you both the colors that I got? The lip liners are so long lasting. I've been loving the one that I got. That's why I wanted to get more. So this is the shade Create the Shape. So a nice neutral, leaning kind of warm brown, or kind of warm on me. And then this one I'm really excited for. I think I might use this one. This is called Fill It In. Oh yeah, so this is more like a cool mauve. It's the one on the inside. That's Fill It In. Let's do Fill It In. Again, sorry for the sniffles. Okay, Jess is asking a question. Nikki, did you ever do the Q&A you mentioned a few lives ago? I didn't, Jess. But gosh, thank you for reminding me because I completely forgot that I was planning on doing that, and I will actually do it. I think that'd be a great way to I know I have a lot of new subscribers, and I'm super grateful to all the new people that have found me, and I think it's a good time to do one of those videos. So thank you so much for jogging my memory. I will definitely plan it soon. Okay, that's pretty. Wow. Challenge. Oh, Raven Moon. I love your name. Nikki, I have a challenge for you. You've done the world's most expensive makeup look. Now go on the hunt for the world's least expensive makeup. Game on. I am so down. I'll have to end up going to like Dollar Tree or like the 99-cent store. But I am definitely down. Okay, the powder brush or the N19 brush that I used to do my under eye powder was the N19. So N19 is like the under eye / T-zone powder brush. But again, also it can be used for liquids and creams. So just like all the brushes. All right, love that. That is so pretty. Don't hate me, but I feel like I need more mascara. I got a little distracted. I feel like I need another coat. So let me do a little bit more of the Persona, because I think my eyes are looking a little, there we go. It's better. I need one more coat. So let me talk about the giveaway because I don't feel like I talked about it enough. I did mention in the very beginning, so if you jumped on halfway through, I'm giving away a brand new eyeshadow palette from Hung Vanngo Beauty. It's the new neutral palette. It's the one that unanimously won the votes on both Instagram and on YouTube in my community post. So that's the one I'm going to give away. I'm so excited for one of you guys to win it. All the details on how to enter are very simple, very straightforward. It's going to be in the description of this video. So once this video is finished, it's going to upload, which takes about 10 minutes on YouTube's end. So check back in like 10 minutes after this is done for all the details on how to enter the giveaway. It's going to be something really simple. Honestly, I'm probably just going to put like Hung Vanngo in the comments, but I'll clarify exactly what you have to put in the comments in order to win. And then I'll announce the winner on Wednesday. So Wednesday at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time on my YouTube post page. So if you do enter, I always ask that you come back around and just check to see if you won, because sometimes it's hard to get in contact with you guys, basically. So just make sure you check in if you entered. Blanca's our winner from last week. Shout out to Blanca. And yeah, just check back in and see if your name is called. I'll always announce it. I'll put your handle on the YouTube post, and then you'll know exactly who won. Let's finish this lip with a product that I really, really like, and I really love this color. It's the lip oil from Made by Mitchell. It's in the shade I'm the Bloss, and I think that's the shade. There's so many numbers and stuff on this. I think it's I'm the Bloss. It's just a really pretty light pinky nude gloss, and I think it's gonna go really well with the lip liner and the blush. Okay. Oh, thank you for the call out to like the video. I really appreciate that. That helps YouTube like push out the video so more people get to see it and like have fun. I am here for this makeup look. I love the way it turned out. We're gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Impeccable Setting Spray. And then I think this look might be done. I think it's really pretty. It's still soft enough that I can wear this during the day. I love the purples. I feel like my eyes are really brought out. And before I jump off, I'm gonna show you the palette that I'm gonna give away one more time just so you can get excited. And also, I'm gonna pop on the screen, or in the description, excuse me, the link to join the waitlist to get notified for when Volume 2 with BK Beauty comes out, which is gonna be this Thursday, the 18th. But if you wanna get notified on all that good stuff, I'm gonna leave that link in the description box as well. So hold please. Impeccable Setting Spray. Ooh, I gotta hold my breath. Let's lock this all in. I do have quite a few layers of powder blush, so that's gonna help to like melt it into my skin really nicely. I love the purple eyes. I'm gonna do this more often for sure. I love the way they came out. I think it looks so pretty. Wow. My hair got creased because it wasn't fully dry, so oopsie. That's great. But this is the makeup look. I love the way it came out. I had so much fun with you guys. I always have the best time. I have a very big forehead, don't I? I always have the best time just talking to you guys and doing something different and not, you know, not producing just like a fully edited video. So that's why these lives are just so much fun, because I get to like just be real and hang out and make mistakes and choke on air and all those things that come with a live, and you never know what's going to happen, and I just have such a ball. So this is the makeup look using all the new brushes from Volume 8. I'm going to show you the palette one more time. So this is what it actually looks like. This is mine. It's the new neutral palette from Hung Vanngo. This is it brand new. This is what someone's going to win starting on Wednesday. Just one lucky winner is going to get that. Like I mentioned, details on how to enter are going to be quick and easy, and they're going to be in the description box. So just give it like 10 minutes for YouTube to upload this video, and then you'll be good to go. But this is the eye makeup. I love the lip. I love the way my cheeks look. And I have to say, this foundation looks incredibly flawless. Like I feel like my skin looks like airbrushed. No? It looks really good. I feel really good too. I'm gonna show you the brushes one more time just so you can say goodbye to them, but they're gonna be out officially on Thursday. So mine are absolutely so filthy right now from using them all in this video, but this is all 8 brushes. They're coming out on Thursday, the 18th, and I cannot wait for you to hopefully get your hands on them, and they'll be sold individually eventually, but for now there'll be a set for $189. So these are them. Thank you so much for watching this live. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for asking all the questions you asked. If there's any that are like hard hitting that I missed throughout this live, please feel free to leave them in the comments below of this video, and don't forget to enter to win the Hung Vanngo palette. That is all for now. I am so excited for Volume 2 to be out and to finally share them with you guys. I'll see you on Tuesday for Nikki Uncut, and I'll see you Thursday for the launch. So I'll be in the chat, I'll be doing all the things, and it'll be a really special day. So I hope you guys have a really great week leading up to those days, and I hope you're as excited as me, and I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. I love you guys. Bye.